Welcome to the table. This is once again another episode of Congratulations, You Played Yourself, or I Finally Played. Could be a number of different titles that you can give it if you want. Today I've got two games. Fortunately, this was Saturday before I had played any games this week, so I was able to play one yesterday and one tonight mere minutes ago with my wife. We're going to talk about them. So, congratulations, you played yourself. First up is Awkward Guests. You may have seen this title in a recent video, a fairly recent purchase of mine. I actually just unboxed it in a video from last week, and finally, I guess if I just got it, I shouldn't really say finally, but I was able to play it. I played it at 4 players with my wife and parents on Saturday, and we had an excellent time with it, I think. I know for a fact that my mom loved it because she mentioned multiple times that she really liked that game. I think my dad and wife loved it. There's a good bit going on here compared to your normal Clue. It's basically an evolved version of Clue. But in writing on the board and in tracking he said, she said stuff that may not always be accurate, claims and reports that aren't necessarily true, can be quite confusing to track on your player sheet. But overall, I think we accomplished it, and I did end up winning, which helps probably. We just played a beginner quest using the app, so beginner quest case using the app, so I don't even know what case number it was or how easy it was, but I did select beginner, so I know it was not a difficult case at all. It was one of the easiest cases, and I'm really looking forward to diving back into this game on a harder difficulty. I don't know if I got lucky or not. I had found a ton of information about the weapons. I had knocked down everything but poisons, and I'd already knocked down one of the poisons, so there are like 3 weapons available. And I had a lot of information about the person, whereas these 2 motives were not it, and this motive was possibly it. And then I knew that person was in a room next to the murder scene with a poison, and I was like, okay, this has got to be it. I may have been able to even solve it like a turn quicker than I did. I don't know if it just didn't connect to me or if something I found in that last turn was that helpful. I'm not quite sure. I can't really recall entirely. But the way this game functions is you're trading information, basically. So if I want to know about the study and Angelica, I say, hey, I want to know about her study and Angelica, and someone offers up cards that total a value of points. And if I accept that, I have to then give them cards from my hand that are greater than or equal to that value. So you're never getting free info where you're just like, hey, you got any info about this? They're like, yeah, unfortunately I do, and you have to show them. You're never just giving away free info. You always get something in return. I thought that was really cool. I loved the app. The app has 2 sound effects, one if you are correct and one if you lose. I got to hear the lose one twice when my dad guessed incorrectly twice. He was so close on his first guess too, which is like 4 turns ahead. He had the right person and the right location, or the right person and motive, but the incorrect poison. And he was very close on the first one. On the second one, he was farther off. He had lost sight of things. But when he loses, it was like a wah, 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 wah sound. And when I won, it was just a bunch of cheers and claps. It was a good time. Hey, Remy. Hey, Remy. Thank you. Dogs, am I right? He's right here now, all up on me. That's why he growls, because he gets attention if he growls at me. Anyways, this is Awkward Guests. I am very much excited to go back to it. I have heard that it can be a little slow at high player counts, and I can understand that. 4 was totally fine, had no problem with the slowness there. It gave us time in between while we were doing something to kind of check on our board and see if something was happening, as well as jot down any new information we'd received. Super excited to play this again. I've heard it plays excellently at 2, so very well may be getting into that here soon. Next up, just played this literally 45 minutes ago, and I very much liked this one too. To go ahead and spoil things, this is Ludonova and Reiner Knizia's Babylonia. So my wife, basically, she was like, do you have any games that you've played for your new video this week? And I was like, well, I got the one. So she offered to play another game. So we sat down, we learned this, took a few minutes. It's not the easiest game in the world to learn. I think the concepts are a little difficult to grasp, and in the moment you grasp it, it's fine. We learned it and knew how to play within the first couple of turns. We had understood it, got it. A lot of the strategy behind it's probably more difficult to think of. I won, I believe the score was 89 to 84, so very close game there. In Babylonia, you've got yourself placing your different nobles and farmers on the board to claim kind of presence in an area. And if you're able to surround a city, that city is given to whoever has the most presence nearby. If you surround a, now I can't think of the word, the other thing. If you surround the other thing, you get a certain card that can give you victory points or a little rule that you can break but no one else can, things like that. I thought that was super cool. I really liked that. It is fast. The 2-player game probably took us 35, 45 minutes maximum, after we kind of knew what we were doing, of course. And I can see it being much faster next time. I think the first game I sat there and I was like, what am I gonna do with a handful of farmers? And obviously in the next round, I'll still have a moment to think, but like, I'll know at least kind of my options and things like that. She kind of let me run away with a train of sorts. The way Babylonia works is not only do you score points for matching symbols surrounding a city, but you earn points for matching symbols connecting. So I had a lot of like routes built where I was connecting and getting 14, 16 points each time the city was built. And that worked out wonders for me. I'm sure next time she'll be blocking me a whole lot more now that she kind of understands what's happening. And me with her as well, because I wasn't sure how well it was going to work for me. So now that I understand how well that works, I'm going to have to block her even more. It's such a fast, fun, quick game. I'm very pleased with this. I'm really excited to get back into it a second and third and fourth time because it's so fast. I genuinely feel like this is one of those games that you can pull out and play every night or every other night because it's so quick yet such a depth of decision making. I'm really loving this one. Obviously, I've only played it one time, so I can't say a lot about it. I'm loving this one too. This was a good week, even though I just played them. Also, I've played games this week, just some that'll be coming to the channel this week, so I don't want to talk about them yet. But you'll find out. You'll see what I'm talking about. Hopefully Tuesday and Wednesday, ideally. We'll find out. We'll see. So, this is Awkward Guests and Babylonia. Highly, highly recommend them. I knew I was going to like them just by knowing about them and hearing about them. I knew I would like them, and I'm so glad that I was correct. They have not disappointed, and these are among the most, I think, replayable of the games that I've played recently, just because of, for this one, how quick and fun and thinky it is in such a small and accessible package. And this one just because I think my whole family just really liked it, and it's just fun and engaging like Clue, and it's nice and like relaxing. You know, you don't have to do a ton while you're playing. You're just sitting there jotting down stuff on your board. Really thoroughly enjoyed it. And in fact, this one, my wife likes games. Totally, I've mentioned that before. She's been here before. But this is one of the first games that I think, when we finished playing, she said, I liked that, without me asking, how'd you like it? Like, she just straight up came out and said she really liked it. So, both hits in my book. Very excited to play them again. And that is what I played from my shelf this week. So, thank you for watching. I will see you next week with hopefully some more games that I finally played. My dog is like wrenching my arm behind me so I can continue to pet him, because he is needy, absolutely needy. He's a cute boyo, but he's incredibly needy. Yeah, basically Babylonia was hiding me rubbing his neck this entire time. Alright, well, I hope you had a wonderful week. This is what I played this week. What did you play this week? Let me know. Was there anything new to you? And if so, how did you get along with it? How did you enjoy it? I kind of mixed those two together. That's okay. We're just going to roll with it. We'll see you next time.